Good morning, soul family. I got nothing this morning. Normally I've got something to say, right? Today, I got nothing. I do have one strange thing, though, I'm looking at right now in the water. So the water's pretty peaceful. It's definitely not choppy at all. It's just like there's a little bit of there's movement. It's kind of drifting from the coast to the inland, but it doesn't feel as though it's disturbed, you know? And going along with that, I woke up this morning and it was bright blue sky. Like normally it's been kind of foggy, but the fog is lifted. It's gone. There's no more confusion. There's understanding. There is not one cloud in the sky, not even a mist. So decisions have been made. Things have been made clear. I'm looking at, are you real or are you fake? I think I'm looking at a giant blue heron standing on the top of someone's boat. I wonder if you guys can pick him out. See the tree right here? Right down below that. You can see it's white on its head. It is. It's a giant blue heron. Do you know he showed up twice last night, so this is the third time. But yes, it is a real one. He just moved his head. Ooh, he's a big boy. For me to see him from this distance and him look that big, he's a big boy. So the great blue heron is our messenger this morning. It's interesting. The light is shining on his head, and it looks white. But I know that their heads aren't white. They've got like a little feather in their cap. Somebody's got the feather in their cap. Somebody's happy with an outcome. The great blue heron, that's our messenger. But what I noticed first that was strange is there's a whole group of birds in the water down there. Now from here, to me, they look like, they're a type of a duck. I can't remember what they're called, but they've got like a red crown. And they're all clustered together, and there's one white bird in the center. Somebody stands out. They're peacefully coexisting. There's not a problem at all. They're all chilling there. But one is not like the others. There seems to be a group to the left, a closer knit group, and then there's three kind of to the right that are, or four kind of to the right. Well, the one guy in the middle is not quite sure where he wants to go, but they're drifting. It's interesting. So the one group of people is drifting to the left, and so is the whiter bird. And the other group of three are kind of drifting to the right. That white bird is staying closer to their heart side. So they're all the same type of people. That person's not. They're different. But they're following their heart's path. They're sticking close to people that have the same mindset. And these three over here, there seems to be two together and one that's kind of drifting over towards them. They are definitely more in one area. Interesting. Wish I could tell what kind of bird that is. I want to say it's a seagull, which represents freedom. And the other ones are, wish I can remember, I can never remember the name of that particular duck. I'm going to get my computer. Hold on, let me put this incense down here. It was kind of cool to wake up this morning to bright blue sky because it's been so foggy every morning. It's just a positive confirmation that it's good, you know, decisions have been made. There's been clarity. There's kind of calm energy. At least even to the place where at least you know where you're going, right? Or you can see now. Okay, hold on, let me send this out. Put this down here for a second. All right, I'm gonna look up. I want to find that duck. There's a reason. So my dreams last night were really interesting. Really interesting, and I haven't seen yet what the message is. I know that white represents purity and coming clean, right? And horse is forward movement. But what I watched was, I was in this house, and the house was haunted, so it's memories, the ghosts from the past. And I'm in this house and it's freezing. It feels really, really cold, which was not me. I wasn't feeling cold last night. And I saw these things that were flying around in this, so there's something flying around. I couldn't see them, but I knew that there was some ghost energy moving around in this house, this very, very cold house. So that cold represents frozen emotion, or uncaring, or unfeeling, or I'm looking right now too. It's interesting. I'm seeing a bee. It's a honeybee. It's not a wasp. Get busy and get after the honey. Sweet victory. See it right up here on the... Hi! Right when I said sweet victory, here's our victory sparrow. Hi, mister! It is victorious time, isn't it? Goes back up into his little house. I love that you live right in the corner of my house, right by my peaceful Buddha. Hello! Hi! So there was a sweet victory bee. So there has been victory over some situation. Somebody feels victorious. But I'm in this house. And it's freezing in this house. And there's these ghosts flying around in this house. There's cold emotion because I think I'm figuring out what it is as I'm speaking. And I want to get out of there. I don't want to be in that house. So what's interesting is there's somebody that lives in that house. I go and I say it's freezing in there. And there's weird things going on in there. I don't want to be there. Somebody in that house, a woman, I think she has blonde hair. She owns a horse. Right when I say that, there's the victory. The bee is coming right to me. She mistreats this horse. And there it is again, right by my divine masculine. So there's a lot of emphasis on the bee right now, sweet victory. As I said, remember, it's not a wasp, it's a bee. That the bee represents get busy and get after the honey, or sweet victory. The bee is also the number 8, the symbol of infinity, right? Infinity symbol, abundance. Also, just like the hummingbird, the bee is aerodynamically incorrectly built, and yet it's able to fly. So it's an amazing being, right? You could be, so it's like accomplishing what seems very, very difficult, but doing it with ease. Okay, what is the name of the duck with the red crown? It's the only way I can think of it. So this person, this blonde woman owns this. It's a Muscovy duck. There we go. Okay, so those are all Muscovy ducks. So what it's showing me is Muscovy duck is our totem. So is the, actually it's not it's Muscovy, maybe Muscovy duck totem. I have a really hard time remembering that particular duck, and it's actually a really cool little guy. So anyway, I'm going to tell you the message here. I'm in this place, and there's this blonde woman. She owns that horse, and she mistreats it. And it's lying down, and it's very thin, and she doesn't feed it. Remember, the horse represents forward movement. The horse represents assistance from others. The horse could represent a knight, right? A knight in shining armor. It's a white horse. It's a good horse. And there's a blonde woman that controls or has power over this horse and mistreats it. So I leave, and I'm back at this other place, and I look outside, and I see that horse lying outside of where I live. It's lying there, and I think, oh my God, it's dead, right? It's finally died. And I go out, and I go to pet it, and now the bee is going on my dream catcher, going after the dreams coming true. You guys probably can't see it because it's so small, but it's literally resting right on the dream catcher. It's on a feather on the dream catcher. Somebody's dreams are coming true. Okay, pay attention to your dreams too, it's telling you right now. Or follow this dream and you'll all be victorious with what you're figuring out. So I go out and I'm petting the horse, and I think, oh my God, it's finally died. And then it moves. It's not dead, but it's come to be with me. It wants to be with me. It knows that I love it, so I'm petting it. And the man, there's a man there involved in this, with this woman, and he's nicer than the woman is. And I said, he's not doing well. And I look at the horse, and the horse has got a big chunk of glass in its foot, which is weird because we know a horse has got a hoof, but for some reason, I guess it's underneath. But it's so I go to pull this piece of glass out, and I know what I'm thinking right now. You know the Grail Knight? The Grail Knight bends down with shattered glass. He's on his knees, and the song, so the cups got broke beneath our feet, but it wasn't my fault. Remember that? Oh, wow. Did you watch that? Did you watch that? Two crows coming out of the void. Right then. It wasn't his fault. It wasn't his fault. That horse had a big chunk of glass stuck in its foot. Unable. That's the reason the horse wasn't able to move forward. This is a good horse. It's a pure horse. It's a white horse. That horse was mistreated by this blonde person. And it wasn't his fault. And there was a huge chunk of glass in it. And I pulled the glass. And it was so horrible because as I tried to pull it, and look at, now the bee has landed on the corner of the blue dragonfly. Do you see him? On his wing. There's going to be victory in that situation. It landed on the dream catcher. It landed on the blue dragonfly, which talks about holding on to your dreams. And right when I said that wasn't his fault, those two black crows came flying straight up. God, I wonder if you guys caught that. I know you heard the wings. It was incredible. So there's two of them, two people. It was their fault. So as I went to pull this chunk of glass out of this horse's hoof, it didn't even pull its hand away. See, obviously it's a man. It didn't pull its foot away. And I was thinking, it's wedged in there so firmly, I could barely move it. It was a big chunk. And as I pulled it away, it didn't pull its arm away. It didn't flinch, didn't do anything. It allowed me to pull it out. And as I pulled it out, a little piece went back inside. So I didn't get all the remnants, which means there's going to be pain. There's going to be a residual. It's going to be tender, right? We didn't get it all out. And you don't get everything all out, right? When somebody's gone through something horrible, it isn't all removed. It's there. It's something that's going to have to be worked through, right? It's going to have to be worked out, which I can do. I'm a Reiki master. I can move that. I can move that. I'm an energy mover as well. So that can be massaged out. That can be, it will be, its body will reject it, right? It will come out. But there is a piece in there, and they're not going to be able to walk forward quickly. The bee came right to my head. It's literally right with me. It's right here. And now it's going to the pink dragonfly. All of these messages, you guys, these are not mistakes. I don't have bees up here. And it's going to the hothouse flower. Yes, the hothouse flower. The sensitive one. No wonder the one is sensitive. It's got a big chunk of glass in its foot. So, as I do this, that's when the man came up. And, no, the woman. So I'm there, and I'm petting this horse. And as I'm petting this horse, I'm realizing it wants to stay with me, right? And then I realized the woman's been there the whole time. She's been hiding. I saw her. She pops out and she says, I'm just going to shoot it. I'm just going to put it to sleep. Meaning something's going to end. She's going to end something, right? That's what a dream means. I'm going to end it. And I said, you can't do that. And she says she doesn't want it. She's just going to kill it. So she's going to kill this association with this knight, which is good because he needs to go away from her. And then all of a sudden she's gone, and the man shows up, the man that was involved in the situation, who's nicer. And I said, she's just going to kill it. I said, can't you just put it out in a barn? Can't you allow it to go out into the barn? You know, you've got so much land. And he says, you know what? I could let it go and just not even put it anywhere. It wouldn't run away. I could let it go. So this one is so used to being abused, it's just going to stay, is what they're showing me. They're in that abusive cycle. And so the lady comes back again, and she says, I'm going to shoot it. She's going to end it. That one's just staying there. They're used to it. They're just staying, but she's going to pull the plug on the situation. Spirit is basically intervening, divine intervention. And as I say that, a white crane landed on the shore. So sometimes, as I said, people have been in a situation for so long, they don't know how to get out of it. And as I said, that a black crow just flew by. They are used to this abusive cycle, and they just feel like they can't get out. Remember, Spirit is going to open windows and doors where you only saw a wall. Maybe they didn't feel that there was a way out. This one just felt like their fate was sealed. This poor horse, right? This knight, this white knight that had this chunk of glass in its foot, making it painful for them and unable to move forward. And the woman's like, no, I'm going to shoot it. I'm putting it to sleep. I'm ending it. So I said to the man, can't you just tie it up so it's at least safe? And he said, yes, I can. So tie it up. Somebody's going to grab a hold. And right as I say that, the victory bead goes right to the hothouse flower. So there is a good cord, a connection that's going to help this one. There is a connection with someone else. Archangel Michael is going to help this one, because Archangel Michael is the one that cuts the cords. Archangel Michael is the one that protects us. Archangel Michael is the one that's going to open the windows and the doors where you don't see a way out. And there is a connection, a proper good cord that's going to feed. It's like me doing Reiki. I will send energy through and they will get that. That horse will recover that night. Isn't that interesting? I said I got nothing and it all came. So then there's another section in my dream. There's an Italian woman. She's bossy. She's kind of heavy, dark. And I'm in a store. I'm trying on different clothes. I want to change my top. So I want to change my top means I want to I want to change the way I'm presenting myself. I'm looking for a white top. I want to come clean, right? And right as I say that, there comes two bees. This is really intriguing. One's over by the geraniums, and one was by the pink dragonfly. Geraniums keep away mosquitoes, which are vampires. It's interesting. So, vampires, like energy vampires, right? So, or whoever's draining this horse of its vitality. So, there were ghosts in that house. It was cold, ice cold. There was bad energy, painful, somebody keeping somebody in a situation where there was no love or care. The horse wanted to be with me, but couldn't get away because there was a big chunk of glass in their foot. It was very, very painful. Archangel Michael's going to come and tie that horse somewhere safe. He's going to cut the cords to the other. He doesn't even have to cut the cords because they've arranged it so that that evil woman is going to end the situation. There is a man. I don't know if there is a man that was aware of what was going on, that wasn't as, didn't agree with what was happening, that wasn't maybe not able to stand up, or maybe it's just a part of that same person. All of these people could be with the same, but I don't think so. There's definitely a blonde woman that's evil. So I'm in this store trying to change my top. I want a white top, but all I can see are baby tops. There's nothing my size. Baby tops. So, a new beginning. But the woman says, look, there's one over here, try this, and it's a white top. So I can fit into this white top. I can come clean, change who I am, put on a different top, come clean. Maybe I'm going to choose a different way of living my life in a positive light, right? And then the woman says, come with me in the car. So we get into the car, this dark-haired woman. To me, I saw an Italian woman. I think probably because maybe a strong-willed a strong-willed person, and they said, come in this car. And we're driving along, and there's something about popsicles, frozen emotion, right? But they're colored. They're colored like rainbows. And there's a big chunk of this popsicle, and it looks either red or orange. Interesting. It's probably the color of that hothouse flower. So I go to pick it up, and I'm going to take a lick of this popsicle. And then I realize, no, the water here isn't good. So I throw it away. So it was a rainbow-colored emotion, frozen emotion coming from this rainbow energy. And it's not good, so I don't want it. I throw it away. Somebody that watches this video will understand. I already know what I think I'm being shown. The Muscovy duck. The Muscovy duck, it talks about patience, confidence, determination, the all-knowing, like the all-seeing eye, compatibility. They're known for having an aggressive nature. Okay, there's the red, right? They can sense when danger's coming, and they're very intuitive. Okay, there was a whole flock of them there, right? They're tuned into nature or weather. I get it. The Muscovy duck is a prediction of experiences that are about to come on your journey. So what I saw was that white seagull, which is freedom, surrounded by Muscovy ducks. Whoa! And then those two black ravens just flew out. Again, there's the danger, okay? Basically, it's spirits surrounding that seagull, that white horse that's going to have freedom. but they're going to let them know who to watch their back. Who to watch. That one. That's very close to me, right? That one's very close to me. There's two. Interesting. I feel as though my osprey is going to show up. So we see in the water, now the water is calm, right? Emotional waters. All around that seagull, which represents freedom. The freedom bird was sitting on the water. Remember that horse? He was able to go, but he hasn't left yet. The Spirit's telling us when to move. They're surrounding. It's interesting. What I noticed was he stayed close to the one side, but those three were kind of moving to the right. So those were lookouts. Those were envoys. They're looking out to see, convoys. They're out to see what's going on. They're letting you know what's about to come. So, seeing them near to you, which they were all around that one seagull of freedom. As soon as I see that, there's that crow, which is the enemy, which is the darkness, which could be fear of your own fear. It could be situations, whatever it is. But seeing them near you is a symbol. It's a symbol of trust and belief in spirit, and that you're open to the blessings. So that freedom seagull planted themselves in that emotional water that was very calm and peaceful, all blue skies ahead. They knew they were surrounded by spiritual energy, right? There's signs that there's trustworthiness in you. And the ones that are around you, they don't mean you any harm, okay? So those ones, that one is safe. So if you've got one just staring at you, and I'm watching right now, they are all surrounding the seagulls out in front. And now what's happened is there are no muscovy ducks. All of the birds that you are seeing right now are coots. They're coots, and they're all behind the seagull. The coots represent, what coots do is they eat up the debris. Any loose ends that need to be tied up, they clear away all the debris around the edges of the water. And so they're all behind the seagull. And they're all moving out. They're moving out of safe harbor. So they've done their job. But nobody's taken flight yet. Remember, the bee says, get busy and get after the honey. Sweet victory. Victory will be yours. They went first from the turquoise dragonfly, the blue dragonfly, over to the pink dragonfly, and then up to the dream catcher, and then to the hothouse flower. Hold on to your dreams. There's freedom. There's a pair coming together. That white horse is leaving. That white horse is protected. They're going to be. I mean, if you see this moving, they're escorted by spirit. See the palm tree down there? I don't know if you guys can see. Take a screenshot if you need to, but the seagull is out in front, and all of the coots are following behind. So anything that's left up, it's basically saying anything left in the past or behind you, we'll clean it up. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about cleaning it up. We'll handle it. That's what they're telling you. So when the muscovy ducks are noisy, that means that they're afraid, and they will literally shit. That's how they express their bowels, and that is shyness. They're just shy. So that didn't happen. We saw them all surrounding the seagull. The waters were very calm. The skies are all blue, and now they're completely gone, and the seagull is being followed by a bunch of workers that are clearing up the mess behind them. Spirit's clearing it up. And as I say that, there's somebody coming out from the cove on an orange sacral chakra, seat of sexual energy, kayak. Man, single man moving his way out. So following his creative energy, following his sexual energy, self-propelled, moving forward. Out of safe harbor. Okay? One man moving. Okay. So when ducks are coming together, it's about the relationship of two people finally coming together. And it's going to be very long-lasting and very magical. This is a very good sign. It's symbolic of karmic work that's been done. Or in the process of being wrapped up. So old karmic soul tie mates, done. Karmic ties, done. I remember I told you twin souls come together when our karmic lessons have been finished. When we've paid off our past karma, then we come together. So this is what they're showing. They're showing a couple coming together, and the karmic work has been healed, or it's in the process. Now remember, that horse, he's still got a piece of glass in that right foot, right? And it's like, put your best foot forward, which will be your left side, your heart side. Put your best foot forward. Move forward. You can move forward. It's going to be painful for you, but you're going to do it. And it's going to work its way out because you've got help. And they're telling you that from now on, things are going to be more graceful. What it is that you've been desiring. So if you're in a relationship while this is going on and you've been questioning it, it's telling you that things are going to work out. Trust it the way they need to. Hold on to the faith. Even if you haven't done what you need to do before the miracle can happen. See, that's what the horse with the glass in the foot, it's still going to happen. That's why. And now, look what we see now. This is awesome. Now, out of nowhere, just like the window out of walls, there's the one man in the orange kayak, right? Right next to him are 2 green, which are 2 love and healing. 3, full circle completion, ascended masters working. So you see the couple going across their emotional waters. They came out of nowhere. And that's exactly the message. And out of nowhere and no way, a way will be made. That's exactly the message. That is how divine intervention happens. You're going to see it. Listen to the birds singing at the top of their lungs, so happy. I mean, they came out of nowhere. They weren't there, and all of a sudden, there they are. You'll see them coming around the corner. 2 green kayakers and 1 orange. And look who's out in front. Passion. Creativity. The 3 of them. Ascended Master is the one that's working. And now the green's out in front. Love and healing. Backed up by passion and creative energy. But all moving out of safe harbor over this calm waters. I mean, this is an amazing... I'm laughing. I'm laughing at the fact that I said I got nothing. I got nothing. You may think you got nothing, and all of a sudden you got it all. Right? So, as things get better, don't hold on to any of the sadness or any of the anger, because what's so cool is what I'm seeing right now is the seagull has already taken flight. He's gone. All of the coots, they're all going ahead, and then follow love, healing, and passion and creativity. So what's happening first is the love and the healing. The passion and the creativity are following. They're backing it up. They're backing it up, but love and healing is the most important, and the 2 going together. The creativity will happen after. There needs to be love and healing happening here. Passion is absolutely steering it, right? Propelling it forward. But we've got they've spread out across the water. I don't know if you guys can see it. I'm showing you if you can, but they've spread all the way across the water, cleaning up the debris. And the seagull's gone. He flew. Because he's already moving across the emotional water towards his partner. The 2 bees that came up here, sweet victory. The blue and the there's a distance between them. One's over here and one's over here. But the dreams are here. The dreams, they've had no distance in their dreams. Victory goes to this one, and then to this one, and then to the hothouse flower, which is the sensitive energy, right? 2 of a kind. But they're moving together across the waters, so there's going to have to be a movement of moving closer together, and that seagull took flight. So, let's see. What else? Challenge yourself in creative ways, okay? Whatever you need to do. Don't give your power or your attention to anything that's negative, to the fact that I've got a chunk of glass in my foot, to the fact that I'm not 100% healed, to the fact that I don't have my money now. I've walked away from my job. I've lost this. Don't put any energy into that. Don't even look at that. You're going to put your energy towards the positive. You've reached a certain level, and it's sudden, just like we saw. Out of nowhere and no way, all of a sudden a way will be made, and then you're on, right? It's hard to... I've been in situations like this where I saw no way out, and that's why we have to learn how to surrender to spirit. We have to surrender and allow them to handle it. So you are your motivator. You are the one. I did a reading yesterday for someone, and I said, you're going to be your own cheering squad. You're going to work yourself up into a positive frenzy. Yes, you are. I am powerful. I am strong. I am whole. I am healthy. I am no quitter. I am victorious. I am guided. I am safe. I am protected. I am loved. I am a powerful human creature. I have been to the bottom, and I will get back to the top. I am no quitter. I am victorious. I am a survivor. I move forward with ease. Everything comes to me now. Perfect opportunities, people, places, ideas. Out of no way and out of nowhere, a way will be made, and I will be shown exactly how to go, and I will be guided, and I will be brought on my way with backup. It will happen easily and smoothly now. Everything's going to move quickly now from this point on, because I keep my thoughts positive. I'm focused on the light. It's all blue skies ahead and calm sailing, perfect water conditions. My emotions are now balanced. I have crossed oceans. No matter how difficult they are, I have been able to maneuver them. So keep your mood elevated. This is the challenge for your journey. Don't allow yourself to be bothered by the outside. God, I love this, how this came. Who else did we have to talk about? The giant blue heron. And he showed up now today 3 times. 3 times. He showed up twice last night in the dark and once today in the daylight with the light shining on his crown. So the blue heron totem, the blue heron is about self-determination and self-reliance, right? And last night, remember, you guys saw him, actually, the night before, I posted a video of him too. I got a little close to him. The duck jumped in the water, scared him, and he flew off. And I said, it's okay, you're not ready. Last night I saw him again on the dock. I haven't shared it yet. I've got 2 videos. I saw 2 of them, actually. One on one end of the dock, one on the other, which represents the 2 that are at a distance. 2 of a kind. One was much bigger than the other. The one, I just let them be, and I walked away. The next one I couldn't believe it was there all of a sudden in front of me. It was about 5 feet tall. And it flew off, but not away from me, forward. I didn't scare it. And then today we saw it stationary in the sun. Oh, there's a message in that. Allow the sun to shine down upon your crown. Where did I hear that? Did I say that yesterday? You need to have the sun warm your head. Yes, I said, let go of the anger. Take that hat off. Remember the one that was angry with the wall behind them? And I said, take that hat off and allow the divine masculine, the sun, to warm your crown. And that's what they did this morning. That's what that one was doing. The light was shining on its crown so that it could understand, it could hear what Spirit was saying. It was doing that. And then we saw all the movement. Excellent. So here, this is where you're at. Right? This is about determination and self-reliance. This is about your ability to move forward and progress. This is about you following your own unique path. Because blue herons, we're the heron people. We do it different. We're different than anyone else. We see an opportunity when others don't. Because why? Because Archangel Michael's going to point it out to us. That's why. We've got a long neck. We know when to stick our neck out. We know when to pull back in. We know the art of stillness and knowing when to strike. We fly in a straight line. We're able to maneuver through our own circumstances. Self-determination, self-reliance. We're not relying on anyone else but Spirit. We can progress. These long, thin legs that we have, daddy long legs. Remember I said my daddy long legs. You're able to get yourself out of your emotional water. You can stand on your own. You can stand on one leg. That's the perfect message. That horse had glass in one foot. Painful. You don't need both feet. You can stand on one leg, and then you can fly. You know what's good for yourself. You got to follow your own heart. Don't listen to what other people are telling you. Don't. It's your heart that's going to guide you. Big shadow over my head. Who flew over me? I don't know what you were. A big shadow flew over my head. I got to keep my eyes peeled. I'm going to give you guys items to choose from. And then we're going to get rolling as I continue this. I'm expecting a bird. I can feel him. I don't see him yet, but I can feel him. Okay. We're going to use the pink dragonfly. We're going to use the dream catcher. We're going to use the blue dragonfly, and we're going to use the divine masculine. Those are the 4 we're going to use. Okay, so what about? So now, remember, the deal with the giant blue herons. They see the opportunity. They know when to strike. They can make something out of an opportunity that others don't even see, and they make it successful. They don't care what other people think. They dance to their own beat. They're the ones that are considered strange, odd, but we call them unique, eclectic, amazing. That's what they are. You don't worry about keeping up with the Joneses. Other people are going to look at you in your situation and think, oh, that's too bad. Oh, you missed out. No, you don't have a clue. We have a different way of looking at things. We know what's what. The great blue heron, I mean, they're so majestic. They're so incredible when you see them. I mean, they're strong. They've got that peace and serenity, that stillness, that grace. When you see them fly, they're graceful. When they walk, when they move, they're graceful. This is what my twin is. This is what my twin is. The color blue, calm, peaceful energy. Just the thought of them. A great blue heron. They don't hunt in groups. They are lone hunters. They rely on themselves. They spend a lot of time to themselves. It's very important for them to learn to be their own best friend. You have to learn to love yourself, be able to do it alone. You can't love another until you can love yourself. You have to only rely on yourself. This is the major lesson for a great blue heron. That's why they are the great blue heron. You got to take time out of your schedule, get to know yourself, spend time alone, get rid of the distractions, put the computers away, the cell phones away, get away from the busyness, the noise, no more gaming, sit in silence. Don't worry about the future, it's taken care of. Don't worry about the past, you're done with that. Ask yourself who you are right now without other people prying into you. Who is the reality of who you are, your being? What's in your heart? This is self-examination, and sometimes it can be kind of frightening when you do that. But you're not alone when you're alone. You like your alone time. You recognize the power of being alone. I know. I've never been this way before. I've learned to be this way. I was groomed by spirit to be this way. It took a long time for them to get me to this place, and I value my aloneness. I like it. I've had people ask me to be their roommate. I could have had a beautiful place of, no, I don't want to be a roommate. I have to have my private space. The only time I will ever be with anyone again is with my partner. I know the importance of being alone, and I know that even in a partnership, it's very important to have alone time and privacy. It's very, very important. We all need that. We came in alone, we're going to leave alone. Even in a partnership, we must have that sacred space. It took me a long time to understand that. Coming to the place where we like who we are. I like who I am. I'm proud of who I am. I've been through hell, and I'm a survivor. I like the person that I am. I may not be perfect, but I'm perfectly imperfect. It took a long time to get to this place. So the great blue heron, as they spend a lot of time alone, they contemplate a lot. My twin, he's an observer. He said, I like to observe. It keeps me from getting in trouble. Right? A lot of time for reflection. They spend a lot of time looking at the water, which reflects them back, themselves. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. There's 8 or 9. I've got to see how many doves were up there. Hold on. They'll come back around again. They'll show themselves. But there was a group. There was a number I needed to see. I love sitting out here, you guys. I freaking do. I'd love my twin to come live here with me. My landlord's not moving anytime soon. Ooh, right as I said that, 2 hummingbirds are having a very excited discussion in the sky. I know you couldn't see them, but it's so cute because it took me many, many years before I realized that hummingbirds are actually quite talkative. No wonder it's my totem, right? But 2 of them are talkative. What's interesting is sometimes the quietest people, when they're with the right person, they talk. They got a lot to say, just not to everyone else, just to the right person, right? So here you see the great blue heron, and he spends a lot of time looking at the water, right? He's waiting for his catch. And as he looks at the water, he sees himself, his very own reflection. So in this silent reflection, sometimes it's difficult when you see things about yourself, but it's good. It's good to know yourself in this kind of meditation. Good to know where you are right now and what it is that you want to do. It's a pause for reflection. Maybe because we're in the middle of a chaotic situation, right? It's difficult for us right now. And if you relax, like I did with the reading last night, I was saying to the person I was with, right now, it is what it is. You can't get out of what it is. This is where you are right now. So it's about looking at this situation and facing reality. But sometimes all you really need to do is say, okay, well, this is what it is. I need to calm my own troubled waters because I'm the one that's kicking up the water. I'm seeing where I am. Spirit doesn't take away our difficult situation. They show us how to maneuver through our difficult situation and deal with what's there. So if you pause long enough in the disturbed waters, then the water smooths out, because then we realize most of it was our own mentality. There is a lot sometimes on the outside as well, but we, as the great blue heron, have learned to be the true master. And the true master is able to find peace even amidst chaos. And that's who you are when you were the great blue heron. I'm going to show you a picture. I wonder if I can zoom this in anyway. I'm going to pull it up. How can I pull this up? It's a beautiful. How can I zoom this in? I love this picture. Isn't that beautiful? There you are, staring at yourself in the emotional waters. And look at what I'm noticing. You have a mirror. You're in deep thought. Now, as a twin soul, the only thing that is between us is nothing. There is a reflection. We are a perfect reflection of the other. We see ourselves in the other. It's the same like with a soulmate relationship or a soul family. You see your own reflection within another, like-minded. There's beauty in this stillness. God, I love that picture. I have a picture of my twin and I. I'm going to change it on my banner picture today. You'll see it. You'll see it. It's got a great blue heron. Actually, it's got, might be the white herons, because coming clean is what it is. So the blue heron is talking about seizing the opportunity in front of you. Now, we've already seen this scene play out with the kayakers. There they are. Okay, I'm laughing because there she is and he's over there. She's the one that was talking all the time. That's me. It's the pair, but the one was talking to him, which is what I'm doing. You guys would laugh, but when I'm with my twin, I'm not the one who does the talking. He talks so infrequently that when he's there, I just want to listen to him. It's the only place that I'm absolutely peaceful and calm. Oh, it's amazing. Sorry, I just came up with that when I watched that. But, you better get used to it because I am going to be a talker. Right? It never goes away. It's who I am. So, seize the opportunity. We already know that's going to happen. The patient heron, they're searching the water, right? They're holding their breath. Any little ripple in the water, and then they know. They stand tall like a statue. It's kind of like, remember I said, like the snowy owl, the silent flyers, no one sees them coming, right? It's like the peregrine falcon. There is a falcon. It came up in my, I saw it on the way home from the mountains. It's called a Kessler? I can never say it right. Why can't I ever say it right? It's the smallest of falcons. Where is it? And what's so cool about the falcon, it's very much like the hummingbirds, but it keeps showing up. They are extremely fast, right? One of the fastest. And yet what they can do is they're going very, very quickly, and then all of a sudden they stop mid-flight in the air, just like a hummingbird, and they hover. It's called a why can't I say it right? Hold on. Kestrel. God, I can never think of it. So the kestrel falcon is very much like a hummingbird. And the ability to stop in mid-flight and hover and wait until the exact perfect moment to move, which is exactly the same message that the heron is telling you. They all of a sudden, they stand motionless, like a statue. And if you've ever seen them in the water, they're amazing. And then all of a sudden, boom, the time is there, and then they're on it, swift. Just like the osprey said, remember? They can hover in the air too. I've watched them. There they are. There's the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 doves. You're on the right path and it will exceed your expectations. This is the best reading, you guys. I'm super excited. So, why can't I remember what the hell it's called? I just said it. I don't know why it's so difficult for me to remember. Why is that? How can I never say the name of that stinking bird? And I just said it. Kestrel. Okay, say it, Sherry. Kestrel. The kestrel, the hummingbird, the great blue heron, and the peregrine falcon, and the osprey. And they've all come up recently. The praying mantis. They all know patience and the art of stillness and knowing when to strike. Now, of the avian, the bee, the kestrel, the osprey, the hummingbird, all have the ability to hover in mid-flight. Right as I say that, the 7 7 doves go by. So this is about knowing how to hold yourself back, right? You're moving forward quickly, and then when Spirit says stop, you can do it. And then you go, boom! Perfect opportunity. Don't let the opportunity pass you by. And remember, the osprey said, there's important information pending. The opportunity is now. You'll know when to move. And when the sign is to move, which is what the Lady of the Lake said, right? The sign is to move. If you recognize that the challenge has been presented, and when you're being shown to move, you move. Important information this is very important information that's going on. And you have to move with integrity, swiftly, honestly, truthful, not allowing your integrity to be compromised. And the great blue heron is saying, all's well. Don't blink. The opportunity is right there, and you need to strike. You'll know. It's the warning that they're giving you not to let that opportunity pass, or you're going to go hungry. You're going to lose it. Remember that little hummingbird that I wanted so badly and I didn't move on it? Was gone. When you have something that delicious, you need to move. Even if you have one foot that's not working, it's painful for you to move forward. You're going to move forward with your heart side. Like the great blue heron, you've got one leg to stand on, and that's all you need. I've only got one leg to stand on. That's cool. You can fly. You got backup. Remember that? Do not hesitate. Be confident. You will not miss your mark. Also, the heron, they have a sense of feeling at home. They're comfortable in all kinds of environments, just like that Victoria's sparrow that we saw. They know how to use all the elements that they have. They know how to fly, they know how to glide, they know how to swoop, they know how to dive, they know how to stand. They can do everything. They can use the water, the ground, and the air. All elements they're able to use. And you have that ability as well. Everything is connected and everything is affected by everything, so we all work with it. Also, you're able to carry yourself over your emotional waters and find your way home. It's speaking about how everything is connected. Remember the cords? Certain cords, there was one that you were going to keep, but the other ones were severed. That woman was going to do it. She was going to end it herself, which is good. Any boundaries that you need to set between people, any issues in your work life that carry over into your romantic life or your home life, where you need to set a boundary and say no? Are you expecting something from a situation or a person that they're not capable of giving? And maybe it's not their fault, they just don't have it. The great blue heron is not going to catch a fish in the sky. That's not where the fish is. The fish is in the emotional waters, right? He has to go into the water. If he's hungry and he wants what he's after, he needs to go into that water. Remember my grandson who didn't want to go deeper into the water because the waves were crashing? The waves were crashing because he wasn't in deep enough. He was only willing to go in so far, but he had to go in deeper. He had to go where he could barely reach to get what he wanted. He wanted to be able to ride that wave. Remember my twin and I were running along the sand and I was sinking? He had to come back. That great wave was building. We weren't able to outrun that wave, but the wave didn't crash on us. It lifted us higher because we learned how to ride the wave. The great blue heron knows how to take to the skies if he wants to fly. How can you be more in flow with what's going on in your heart, what you need in your life? Do you know where to go to get what you need? Remember that hummingbird that kept going to the plastic rainbow flowers? They weren't going to get what they needed there. They had to go around the corner to where the pure source is. There was one source. You know where to go. You know where to go. You know you have these abilities to do it. All right, you guys. That was a lot. I'm laughing at myself for saying I didn't have anything. Now today, for our reading, look at that. We're at 45 minutes. 49 minutes. Wow. Awesome reading. Okay. I'm excited to listen to this again because it comes so quickly that I don't even hear what I'm saying. You know, it comes so fast. I hear it as I say it, but it's gone. I'm clearly channeling. And it's exciting for me to listen to my readings like this afterwards. I get really excited. So today we've got so many decks, I don't even know what to do here. I had so many decks. I heard Feathered Omens right away, and then I heard Shadows and Light. But I knew the Messenger Oracle, and I went to reach for the wisdom of the oracle, and the angels, gods, and goddesses. And then I saw the whispers of love and the whispers of nature, and I thought, oh my God, I've got so many. And then the I Can Do It cards. So I'm trying to figure out how we can do this. So these are all the decks. I kept the lid on the wisdom of the oracle. Oh, that's an interesting. I kept the lid. That's red, passion, hothead. I kept the lid on the wisdom of the oracle. Keep a lid on it. Keep a lid on that one. That was a message too. I kept a lid on the wisdom of the oracle. So somebody got the information, but they weren't saying anything. I got it. I kept a lid on it. That's good. Okay, we'll leave that to the side. Yes? So no for the feathered omens. Wow, really? I guess we got enough from our avian messengers today. Okay. I love this deck, though. Okay, keeping a lid on that one and that one. Okay, we're down to these. So what we're going to do is we're going to work with the shadows of the Oracle of Shadows and Light. I don't know what's in here. Definitely the Messenger Oracle. And what we'll do is we'll use Whispers of Nature and Whispers of Love as clarifiers. Okay? That's what we'll do. Oh. 1, 2, 3. We can use one of these. Oh, I heard no. Really? Feathered omens. Okay, I'm going to go back. Sorry, I'm arguing with my higher self. I'm actually not. I'm just getting clarification. Okay, so we're going to start with the feathered omens. Good. I love this deck. I mean, clearly, I love my avian. I told you I love my big birds, right? All right. So let me shuffle. And this deck really needs to be shuffled because it's a reverse deck. And it's very important that Spirit and I get this right. So we're going to have to shuffle several times. My solar plex, actually it's higher. It's at my heart. My heart chakra's spinning right now. It's almost up into my throat. I just saw a bird dive down under the water, and it hasn't come up yet. Okay, so somebody's emotional right now. It's affecting their heart, but it's good. It's good. The water's very, very calm. Wow, he hasn't come up yet. It's gone down deep. It's gone down deep under his emotional waters. Good, good, good. I'm watching to see who pops up, because that'll be a message too. Wow, they're still under. That's a long time. You know, I watched a cormorant once at the beach. He got tumbled, and I was watching him from up above. He dove down, and he got tumbled in the waves, and he was under a long time. And I thought, oh my God, he's dead. And finally, he struggled up, and he was getting pummeled on the shore, and crashed up against the rocks. And I went down, and I saved him. I scrambled down from my precipice, which is about 250 feet in the air, and I don't even remember getting down there, but I did. It was a dangerous, it was steep, but I got down there with a towel, and I went to him, and I wrapped him up in the towel, and I flagged a trucker down, him and his wife, and God, that animal has not come up yet. Who is it? It must have swum away and come up behind the dock or something. He's gone down, I can't see. Unless it was a big fish that was jumping. I just saw the big splash go under. Maybe it was a big fish jumping. That's good. Jumping out of their emotional waters. That's kind of what I felt, right? The emotions in my chest. Anyway, I flagged down this trucker and his wife, and the trucker said, we tried to call for help, and we couldn't find help for him, and I finally found about half an hour from where I was inland, a rescue place, and she came with me, and she sat in the driver's side of my little convertible. Here I am wearing a bathing suit top and board shorts, covered in sand, and we've got this, actually she drove my car. I sat in the passenger side, and I had this giant bird. I have it all videotaped and pictures of it on my Facebook page somewhere. And the whole time we drove, he said, I'll wait for you guys. And the whole time we drove, I gave it Reiki. And by the time I got to the animal hospital, he was asleep in my arms. And I banged on the door. They were closed. They weren't going to help me. This woman wouldn't help me, and I threw a fit. I was crying. I said, look, I came all the way half an hour from the beach, and you're not going to tell me that you're closed. There's somebody here. Get somebody out here. And now out comes this big bear, this big burly man. he's very, very kind, and I was crying, and he says he doesn't look good. And I said, no, I've been giving him Reiki. Of course, he had no idea what the hell that was. And he took him in. He said, okay, hold on, I'll be right back. All right, we got ours. It flew out. It's a Swan. And it's upright. He came back and he said, you know, he's very listless. And I said, no, he's resting. It's healing energy. You don't have to understand it. So he said, well, he got a pebble stuck in his throat, and he hasn't been able to feed himself. So he's been very weak. And that's what happens. They swallow pebbles to keep themselves down, because then they dive. They need to go down under the water. And he got a pebble stuck in his throat. And so it was lodged in there, and he wasn't able to feed himself, so he was weak. So he says, well, I've dislodged it, and he's doing well. I'm going to keep him on support. He's comfortable, and we'll take him down to San Diego tomorrow, and he'll be taken care of. It was amazing. It was pretty amazing. I'm getting really emotional remembering that. I know who he represents. He let me hold him and leaned into me. God, he's a big bird. I told you I love my big birds. So, at 56 minutes, our message is the Swan. Look at that beautiful creature. Magical realms are opening. Told you. Magic. Sometimes people don't believe in magic, but there is magic. And when you experience magic happening, you'll never forget it. You'll always remember, and you'll always believe in it. So, clearly, one of the largest big birds, right? And the most beautiful. And you want to talk about graceful, how they glide across the water. They use them in ballet, the Swan, right? How they dance. So it's about dreams and doors opening. It's about encouraging you to try new things. Stick your long neck out on your emotional waters, right? It's about getting your feet wet. It's about jumping into something. And remember what we said yesterday. There was someone that was nervous, right? Afraid of commitment, fear of commitment, afraid of committing to something, nervous, wanting to go slow, not ready yet, right? So this is about, there's no need to rush or jump in with both feet. Remember, test the waters. Go in slowly, because the doors are going to be there. They're going to be open for a little while. You don't have to panic. Now, see, what's interesting is the Osprey said, there's an opportunity, dive on it. The door won't be there long. But once you have made your move, remember, all you have to do is baby steps. You don't have to do a big step. You've got one sore foot. That Grail Knight, the cups that broke beneath his feet, it wasn't his fault, but it's hurt him, it's damaged him. But you've got one good foot. So this is about sticking your foot in, right? Start moving forward. This messenger is the totem for the children, the mystic, the poet, the dreamer, the part of you that believes in miracles, the part of you that knows that there's possibilities, the childlike innocence inside of you that realized you could be anything you wanted to be. You could, anything you set your mind to. Before you were told that you couldn't. Before you were told that there were rules and boundaries and things that you weren't capable of accomplishing. The Swan comes to you to tell you there's opportunities now to bring these dreams into reality. And these new realms that are opening for you, these spiritual realms, the realms of possibility, they're in front of you. They're going to show you the opportunities when you're ready to move on them. And that time is approaching very quickly. Remember, Spirit said, we would like you to wait. But sometimes that's all we have to do is just accept where we are, and then all of a sudden things start moving quickly. If we do things the way Spirit asks us to do things, we follow our guidance, things move smoothly on our emotional waters. Lily just got up, stretching. It's time to stretch. Shaking herself awake, right? That's our first message. We're going to clarify it with which deck are we going to use? Whispers of Love. Okay, I love these cards because they're so pretty. Oh, wow, we just had the biggest butterfly fly by. I didn't have time to move the camera. So transformation. And see, that's another animal that's moving gracefully, right? Fluttering gently, going with the breeze. Just floating, fluttering by. It's easy. Beautiful transformation. I tell you, man, my solar plexus is spinning now. Now there's a ripple on the water. But it's good. It's coming towards me. It's like a vibration. See how, that's what I'm feeling. I'm connecting vibrationally. It feels good. It feels good. All right. For clarification, your message. The only thing that is real is love. And that's true. And love heals. Love can do anything and everything. Gosh, look at this. There's so much detail. I probably shouldn't have used these as clarifiers because there's so much for me to read here. So you see this beautiful tree. This is the family tree. We all belong to this same family. And look at this. Our Father holding out his finger to our hand. Hold on. I've got you. There's a rainbow, a promise of good things after a storm. It's been prophesied. This is a time for peace, time for you to pause and take a breath. The number 7, you're on the right path and it will exceed your expectations. You've got the world in front of you. Look at this couple. He's got his arm around her. These are all the messages that you're getting. There's so many messages here. You've got soul family. You've got loved ones in spirit looking out for you. Do you see them here, watching over you? And here you are on this golden path. And you go down farther at the bottom. I'm going to get emotional. At the base of this family tree, a part of this family tree, these are the ancestors. This is what's supporting you. There's so much in here. I can't take the time to read all of it. There's a camel, someone coming across the dry desert. 2 camels. Camels have the ability to make it through long journeys with very little water, but they've made it. You've gone through all of this. There's a blossoming, flowers blooming. This rainbow is here. There's blue sky. You have been on the right path. This is it. This is it for you. Whatever the problems are, shift your program. Remember, shift your thoughts away from that. You're going to focus on the positive. You're going to focus on love. Love heals everything. Love is the reason for everything. What would love say? What would love do? Love is here for you. In this world, remember, as children, we didn't focus on the bad. We only focused on what was fun. That is my number. 7 is the magic number. I said that yesterday, didn't I? It's my magic number. That was the age that I was when I left the forest. 7 years old, before the problems started in my life. When I go back to my perfect happy place, I'm 7. Because when you're a child, nobody tells you you can't. You don't even have that in your realm of possibility. Everything's just fun. I didn't worry about anything. I didn't worry about my body. I didn't worry about if that person liked me or didn't like me. I didn't worry about anything. 7 was magic. It's the magic number. Isn't that a ball? Or that's a super 8 ball, right? But to me, it's 7. So right now, make the choice to see your world and the situation and everything right now through the eyes of a child. The child that's inside of you. The child that your father is reaching his hand out. Your entire hand grasps just the tip of his big finger. He can handle everything. Hand it to me, he says. Don't you know all I ever wanted was for you to be happy? You've got the world in front of you. It's going to be okay. You've got all of the ones that you have lost, that you've mourned. They're there for you. They're right here in spirit. All your ancestors, they're at the base of this tree. You're going to create this tree, your own family. But you're all part of a soul family. This is so beautiful. I fucking love this. God. I love these cards because there's so much more that I can read from them. Okay, so now we're going to go to, who did we start with? The Dreamcatchers? We're going to go to the Pink Dragonfly. I think we started with the Dreamcatcher. We're going to go to the Pink Dragonfly. Correct for neutrality on all levels. Oh, man. I remember this feeling. I used to feel when my twin would come into town. It was so overwhelming. The vibration was so strong. And I'd write to him and I would say, are you near? I'm vibrating. And he would say, I just got back to town. And it would get to, I'm like, where are you? He would say, I'm close. Because it would get to the point where I could barely breathe. It was in my throat. That's what I'm feeling right now. Very, very strong emotion. Very strong vibration. It's good. See, now sometimes people can think of butterflies as fear. I'm nervous. I'm nervous. I'm nervous. No, be excited. Be excited. Butterflies are good things. We saw a butterfly that flew by. It's a good thing. Everything today has been good. All right. So at 1 hour and 5 minutes, for those who chose the pink dragonfly. Okay, now this is, here's another example of where you might see a contradiction. Okay, so this is a sea beacon fairy. This is somebody holding up a light to guide you. There's rocks down here. There's a ship. And there she stands. She's very beautiful, isn't she? And she says, come this way. 3, third-party situations. First thing I thought of. Come this way. You're going to be guided somewhere. But you don't know where that guidance is going to lead you. She could be leading you in the direction that you want to go, or she could be leading you to the rocks to crash and burn. Who's holding up that light? Is the path that's lit up right now the right one? And just because you see a light, is it coming from the light? Remember, people can call themselves spiritual teachers. They can be telling you, here, I'm going to do this for you. This is what you should do. I want to help you out. But remember yesterday I spoke about the fellow who got stung in the back of the head? Twice. This person is representing themselves in this light. But what are their actions on a daily basis? What does the energy feel to you? Are they someone who walks their walk and talks their talk? Has this one lied to you? Has this one lied to others? Do you watch this one in their business dealings, and are they upright with others? It doesn't matter. Don't think to yourself, yeah, but I'm family, or that's my friend. No. If this person is dishonest with others, they will be dishonest with you. You have to be careful here. Just because there's a path lit up. Remember yesterday, we were going to be given an opportunity. It looks really good, a business opportunity. Oh my God, this looks great, super excited, working with family. But there's somebody there that's going to fuck you over. I already saw it. I know it. And Spirit said, we'd like you to wait. Remember, not on the relationship, on the business opportunity. Yeah, but it's right here and it looks really good. No. No. There's something better coming. It'll be here before the end of the year. There's going to be a new partner. You're not to do it with those people. There is somebody in that situation you cannot trust. Remember that blonde woman? She's going to shoot it. She's going to kill it. There's a man that's involved as well. He's not as mean as her. So to me, the man might be acting like your friend, right? Maybe that's the one that's going to give you the advice or give you the opportunity. But that woman, she's going to kill it. It's not going to work. Now, it might not be that she's going to kill the project. She's going to shoot that horse, that white horse. The horse is forward movement. She may be the downfall of that project. Whatever it is, that woman with the white horse, she's going to kill it. She's not interested in it. She doesn't want it. So, there's a storm brewing here. Are you so eager to get out of the situation that you're in that you're going to take the first opportunity that comes along? It's not a sure thing. They may put it to you like it is a sure thing, but the advice that you're getting may not be the advice that you're meant to follow at this time. And you're like, okay, great. Can we have some clarity here? That's like confusing. But what were you shown in our messages at the beginning? You're not relying on any other humans. You're to do this on your own. Self-reliance. Remember, you're best to opt out and start working towards what you can do by yourself. You have the ability. You have the skill. You're going to have another partner. It's not going to be those ones. It's different. This is about self-reliance, determination. Remember, you're going to go against what they think. Somebody's going to be saying, oh, you should do this, we could do that. No, remember? That's what you need to pay attention to. Everything that happened in the beginning of this reading. And remember, who was backing you? Spirit was backing you. And you may be thinking, yeah, but I can't move ahead on my own. I'm crippled because of whatever, right? My foot doesn't work, whatever. There's something that's not there. You can fly. There's other, remember, out of nowhere and no way, a way will be made. We saw it. The first message was love and healing. It's not about creativity. Remember, it's not about the project. That followed afterwards. First, it was love and healing. You need healing and you need loving in your life. that is followed very closely with the creative project, and it's going to be successful. We already got that. So somebody's going to hand you the perfect solution to a problem, but it's not the one you're meant to take. There's other resources, other opportunities. I already have something in mind for my twin. I already know what it is. And it's profitable, and it's solid, and it's good. Don't be too quick to follow the opportunity that shows up. You got to check your sources, and your sources are spirit. Your sources are your inner wisdom. There's a lot of paths, a lot of roads that lead to the same destination. Some of them have pitfalls, some of them have dangers along the way. And we've been shown that right now, this is about self-reliance. Every single bird that we spoke about was pointing to self-reliance. Determination. And that you're safe. Okay. For those who chose... Oh no, we'll do a clarify. Hold on. And we actually do need clarification. So let's choose, do we want... We're going to do Whispers of Nature. God, my solar plexus is spinning. It actually is uncomfortable. Somebody's uncomfortable. They're unsure. Right? They're recognizing this as nervousness in their stomach. But you got to look at it as creativity. You got to look at it as something's moving and working. And there's a connection happening. And it's all good. Even if you don't have the perfect circumstances in front of you. Ooh, that was a real clear cut. Fresh approach. That's right. Now look at this one, contemplating, like the crane, right? Tall. Focusing on the reflection in the water. The moon is about secrets coming clear. It's about trusting in your intuition. It's about trusting in your dreams. Contemplation, deep contemplation going on here. What's backing you up here? There's a tiger. And it's reaching out to the back. See the tiger? Right there. And the tiger says, I'm going to roar louder than the lion. There's butterflies, transformation. There's a big fish with its mouth open. It's above. It looks shocked. It looks surprised. The tiger's in front of it. The tiger's got its paw like it's protecting the fish. There's another tiger down here. Is that a tiger down there? You know what? It looks like a monkey. Looks like a striped monkey. Mischievous. But that tiger's got its... The tiger's got in front of this fish. It's protecting it. And the butterfly is above the fish. This fish is nervous. This is a fish that jumped out of its emotional waters. But it's safe. It's totally protected. And there's a big transformation happening, which is why the tiger's protecting it. Because, remember, Spirit said we were going to give you a temporary shield of protection because you're coming out of a difficult situation. There's been a transformation. And it's all wrapped in the wings of this angel that's contemplating. Look at the waterfall. Emotion pouring down. But this is very green and healing. There's a lot of... This is the tree of life. The crown is illuminated by the divine masculine. The flower represents peace at the ear. Listen. Listen to what your heart is saying. Listen. Look at the rainbow. Promise of good things and the stars. Do you see that? A fresh approach is going to become evident. 2 and 1 is 3. This is an ascended master working with you. It could be an ascended master from your own personal life along with Archangel Michael or whoever else it is that comes to your mind. But you got to get out of the way of the old way of doing things. Okay, I just saw a bird. And it literally just dove into the water. Oh my God. Is it my osprey? It is. And it just dove in again. Look, you guys. It's the osprey. I knew he was coming. He dove down into the water and he grabbed. Oh God. I knew he was coming. Did you guys see him dive into the water? I can't remember how quickly I moved the camera. But he dove down into the water and he got what he needed. I'll see him again. I'll see him soon. So that's what's going on, a fresh approach, right? A fresh approach. You do it on your own. And you're going to get what you need. So you're not going to do things the way you did before. You're being challenged to try something different because what you were doing before didn't work. How can I create? Oh, there you are. I knew you were coming. I knew you were coming. Oh, you're going to watch him dive again. Oh, wow, they're so amazing. Can you guys see him? Wow, that was amazing to watch him dive down right then. See how he punctuates things? Look how high he can fly. I know you can't see him now. He's into the houses. Come on, go up above so you can see him. There he is, right there. Look how quickly he moves. And with absolute focus, and he knows exactly. He came out of nowhere. See? Out of nowhere. All of a sudden, and then boom! Dove on the opportunity, grabbed it. He dove straight down and grabbed that. So this is what they're telling you, a fresh approach. It wasn't working the way you did it before. Right now, Spirit wants you to use your creativity. You're going to be able to achieve things, and you're going to do it by experimenting. You've got options. You are not limited. Remember that you've got options. This is perfect clarification. It looks like this is the opportunity in front of you, but no, Spirit's saying you've got options, and as I say that, here comes the osprey again. Oh my God, it's coming back for more. And the crows are dive bombing him. Look at him, look at him, look at him. They're on his ass. Is he bothered by those two? It's those same two crows. Look at him go. Oh, look at him go. Whoa. Look at him swoop. Oh, come on. I'm sorry palm trees are in the way. Look at that. He's like, are you freaking kidding me? I'm an osprey. Like, you guys are going to bother me? Not even freaking close. Oh, look at him up there on that palm. Can you see him up on that palm? He's just sitting up there. And those same true rotten crows. Nothing is going to stop him. Nothing is going to stop that osprey. Right now, you are not to feel limited. You always have options. Even when you feel like you're not moving. That horse laid down. It wasn't moving anywhere, right? Don't feel like you're stuck. You're making a choice right now. You have to be prodded, maybe, at this moment. Maybe that's what this reading is all about. That horse was lying down. And the man said, I don't have to tie him up. He won't even leave. You're being asked to make a decision. When the osprey shows up, it's like, okay, now's the time. A moment ago, we were told to relax. But now, you're being told to make a choice. That osprey's sitting up there in that palm tree. He's contemplating. They're telling you, don't worry. There he goes again. Okay, he's off. Don't worry about making the right decisions. He's coming right at me. Yeah. Oh, now he's on top of my palm tree. See, they stand up on top. They go up on the top so they can see things from a higher perspective. Every little mistake we make. So now it went one way. No, I don't like that palm tree. Not tall enough. I'm going to go to this one where I can see things a little bit better. Right? Lessons. And as you get lessons, you realize something, then you've got another opportunity. You keep learning. You keep moving forward. And what are we supposed to do? We're supposed to base it on what? What are we following? Our hearts. That's the best choice. That's the best option. And you know what is not a choice? What is not an option? Failure. Failure is no option for you. Nope. Because you are successful. He's sitting up in that. I don't even want to take my eyes off of him because I want to watch him dive. So that's your message, you guys. That was pretty freaking awesome. Yeah. Okay. So I'm going to go to... Gosh, I don't want to take my eyes away. I knew he was coming today. Okay. So for those who chose Dreamcatcher, Pink Dragonfly, Blue Dragonfly, and the Divine Masculine. We're going to do the Divine Masculine right now. The sun. Right here. For those who chose the Divine Masculine, I'm going to hold this camera up like that so you guys can see him when he chooses to move. He's going to move because he's surveying things right now, just like the great blue heron. He's watching. So we're going to the angels, gods, and goddesses. And this is for those who chose the Divine Masculine. I choose the Divine Masculine. I choose forward movement. Oh, down he goes. Nothing there for me, he says. Let me take a look. What options do I have? What looks good? Oh, yeah. Back up there. Oh, no, not there. Where am I going? Oh, wow. He's on the move. See, he's considering all the options. He's considering choices. He's not listening to anyone else. Do you see anybody else there? Just him, right? He's following his own heart, his own intuition. He's listening to what Spirit said, and check it out. Who's coming to help him? 3 doves, Spirit, right? Ascended Masters working with you. Pause, take a breath, relax. It's all good. Wow. Wow. I get so excited, but nothing could be better unless my Red Hawk showed up right now, too. I haven't seen her for a while. She's very rarely showing up because she's me. But when she showed up right on the heels of the Osprey the other day, that was pretty freaking awesome. You want to talk about 2 messengers coming back to back. Okay, at 1 hour and 21 minutes, for those who chose the Divine Masculine. Ooh, check it out. Okay. Yay, that's why I'm feeling them. Goddess of Oneness. Okay, well, the Goddess of Oneness is telling you that someone that you love is thinking of you. Someone that you have been thinking about is also thinking of you fondly right now. That's why I felt the vibration. Yay! We're all connected. We are all connected, whether we are in front of each other or whether we're in different countries. We're connected. We're all energetically connected, especially to the people that we love. This is also a message that there could be someone in spirit that you have been thinking about, someone that you have been missing, and they are sending you a message telling you, I am with you. I haven't left you and I never will leave you. However, for me, it's my twin because she just showed up again. Now, it could be, have you lost a mother recently or a father? They're telling you, don't feel alone. Are you trying to make a decision? Remember I said you're supposed to be asking for direction from your Ascended Masters. You are being helped by Ascended Masters. We saw the doves flying by. That's spirit. Who is the Ascended Master in your life? An Ascended Master is someone who lived a human life and ascended to spirit. Who is it? They're guiding you right now. They're with you. You are not by yourself. You sit up in that tree. Right then they dove by. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So, and they all landed. They're all landing in the same tree. Did you see that? They're in the tree with the osprey. 5 of them. 5 doves in the tree with the osprey. 5, a significant change is occurring in your life, always for the better. Good idea to call upon Spirit for help with these changes. So ask your Ascended Master, help me. Help me, Mom. Help me, Grandma. Help me, Dad. Help me, Uncle, whoever. Whoever it is. Archangel Michael is absolutely helping you, but all of you are up in that tree. In that palm tree. Looking at things from a higher perspective. Damn. Palm tree never loses its leaves. It stands tall and proud. Look at that tree. And there you are at the top in the Divine Masculine. Oh my God. Maybe you're sad because you've been missing someone. Is that why you're crippled? Is that why your foot, the glass is in your foot, it's hurt? You've been unable to let go of the pain, unable to move forward. Well, someone loves you very dearly. And they're making their presence known right now, and they're letting you feel that they're with you. They haven't left you. They won't leave you. They are guiding things for you. So the light, if you're worried about which path to take, ask them. Is this the path that I'm meant to take? Clearly we're shown that one particular path or opportunity that's been offered to you is not the one to take. Gosh. Acknowledge their presence because they're with you at this moment. Maybe you've got a loved one that's working somewhere else and they're away from you and you miss them so much. Well, they're missing you and they're loving you and they're thinking about you. I know my twin is thinking about me and he feels my energy. That's awesome confirmation for me. Wow, 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 wow. The next, the clarifier, we're going to work with, I think because of that, we'll work with the Whispers of Love. I'm watching for all of us. I'm watching the osprey. They're still in that tree. They're still up there. All of them. All 5. Oh, hi. Hi, sweetheart. Now that hummingbird is sitting, right? So he's thinking. He's not moving right now. He's about taking a breath. He's about calming down, relaxing. Flex your wings. Yep, I was going to say flex your wings because you're going to get ready to fly. So calm down. Find your center, right? Relax, find your center. This is good. They're up in that tree still. 5 doves have not left, and neither has the osprey. I think that's really intriguing. What are they doing in that tree? What are they doing in that tree? They're helping the osprey find his center. They're helping the osprey relax and calm down. Because the 5 says, yes, this is a significant change, and it is for the better. And you're to call upon us for help. So they're there. They're all surrounding. They're all in that same tree. So to me, I feel like there's an ascended master in your family that's helping you, because you're in that family tree. It's a prickly family tree. That palm tree, they're a little difficult to hug. You know? A tall person. Elevated. Ah, there's the message. The hummingbird sat down on the wire. The osprey's not diving. All the doves are up in that tree. The doves talk about peace. Taking a breath, pausing. The number 9. You have everything you need, light worker. Stop procrastinating. Get to work, even if it's baby steps, right? But this one is resting. You see this one dreaming. They're dancing, dreaming of them together. Look at the fish. The fish talks about abundance, talks about financial security. There's giant candles that are lit. Follow the light, guide me home. Dreaming of someone that's at a distance, but dreaming that we're together. When you're excited, you get ahead of yourself. Take some time to allow things to unfold. That's me, right? Super excited. So now it's like, okay. So what you do is basically you got a shot in the arm, right? You saw what was coming. You saw what was about to happen. So now allow it to unfold. Don't put any pressure. That's probably a message. Someone might feel pressured, but don't. This is like a maze. Her hair, the psychic antennae is showing you what's going to unfold. It's going to end up like this. Harmony. That's moving in harmony. Number 9, it's almost at the end, but it's not. 10 is the end. So you're almost there. Everything is working out the way it's meant to work out, clearly. You don't have to rush or hurry. Remember, it's going to be okay. You don't have to panic. There's no need to panic because it's all working out beautifully. This maze opens up, and at the end, there's 2 dancing in harmony. It's beautiful. Dreaming. Dreaming with dragonflies. It's what we're doing. It's about enjoying the process. We're creating this. We're manifesting this by our words, by our thoughts, by our dreams. These fish are swimming together in their emotional waters. Things have been lit up. It's beautiful and peaceful. The energy around this one's head is blue, calm, peaceful, gentle, flowing. Anything that's been tight, it's going to open up down here and lead to this. Look at that beautiful forest. It's like getting there. It's not the destination. It's the journey. It's fun. It's to allow things to unfold. Ooh, it's the excitement of. It's kind of like preparing for a wedding, right? You don't get married tomorrow. You start thinking about. I mean, this is for people who want a wedding, like a big wedding, First they get engaged. Then they start talking about how things are going to be. Where are we going to live? What are we going to do? Start planning the meal. Who's going to come? What kind of dresses are people going to wear? Where are you going to do it? What kind of music are you going to have? What's the theme going to be? Who's going to be invited from out of state? Family that you haven't seen? Oh my gosh. It's all leading up to something, right? That's just an example. It can be the same thing with a project, right? Oh, I've got this amazing idea. It came to me in my dreams. Oh, it was like a light that went on. I saw this and I saw that and I saw that all this was so confusing, but everything started to open up and everything started to flow. Everything started moving in harmony. Oh my God, I know it's going to be that. I know it's going to be that. I don't have it in front of me right now. Right now it looks like a big mess. But that's why Spirit said they want you to relax. They want you to focus on self-care, right? Self-love, calm down, slow down. It's coming. Not with the ones that you had the big mess with. That's going to be straightened out. It's going to be somewhere else, but it's going to be good. I've seen it. And when we go too quickly, we miss things. Now, when I'm rushing, trying to capture the osprey, flying and diving down, I may have missed some other animal messenger that was right here in front of me, right? Because I'm so focused on that osprey. So if we slow down like the turtle and we kind of look at everything, we sit back here from this perspective. I don't have to actually jump up. Next time I won't jump up. When he starts to fly, I'll just watch. Which way is he going to go? And when he starts to get closer, then I'll zoom in, right? Because right now, everything, I'm looking at things from a distance, right? I'm looking at everything from a distance. This is the end result. But I'm going to wait until it gets a little closer before I lose my shit, right? I'm going to just relax here. Also, you have to pay attention to what you're getting intuitively. When you're rushing around in a panic, in worry, even in excitement, you'll miss out on other messengers that come. When I jumped up and I was focused on, now I sat back down to the seat, right? And I was focusing on the osprey, but what came and sat right here? The hummingbird, right? And the hummingbird said, okay, I can see you're excited, but let's just relax. Take a breath. Okay, breathe in. Are you feeling overwhelmed right now? Maybe when you're listening to this reading, you'll be getting like, okay, wow, you're moving too quick, and now I'm getting overwhelmed. It's relax already. It's okay. Just excited, right? It's good to be excited. Take a breath, recalibrate. It's all good, right? So now we're relaxed again. We're allowing things to unfold the way they're meant to, because they're going to unfold the way they're meant to. Everything's all cool. The osprey's taking a nap, right? He's pulled away. I'm getting that message, actually. I know certain people can only take on so much, a little at a time, and then they have to pull away. Okay, that's too much right now. Slow down. It's okay. You'll come back later and you'll listen to the rest of the reading. But right now, he's taking a nap. He's relaxing. And now it's time to dream about things, right? Everything's going to work out. You're going to watch, and you're going to allow things to come. Okay. So for those who chose, now this is going to be fun. I'm excited to see this deck. For those who chose the Blue Dragonfly, which I did, always my number one choice, well, I have to shuffle. I'll shuffle a little bit. We're going to go to the Messenger Oracle, which I love. This is another deck that's got a lot of pictorial detail. I'm just fascinated that 5 doves and an osprey are hanging out in that tree. I like that. So it shows me that you're not going to have to do everything alone, right? You've got backup. You've got other people helping. I like that. Correct for neutrality on all levels. Okay. At 1 hour and 33 minutes, for those who chose the Blue Dragonfly. Yeah, baby. And here we see the peacock. Now, the peacock represents so many different things. First thing I got was the phoenix rising, because the peacock most resembles the phoenix rising. Let go of the old, the number 22. Everything is happening exactly as it's meant to happen, with divine blessings for everyone involved. Let go and have faith. Keep your thoughts positive. Leading is the solar plexus. I am worthy. I am capable of doing anything I set my mind to. Backing me is love and healing and truth. And I am a noble bird who stands in my truth. The blue. I am peaceful. I am calm. I have a beautiful crown. My divine masculine is shining on my crown. My third eye. My eyes are lit up. I see the way. I stand here in all of my glory. I'm proud of what I've accomplished. I should be. I'm going to let go of what no longer works for me. This is about reinventing myself. This is about not holding on to beliefs or negative thought patterns that have not done me any good. They don't serve me. They've blocked my growth. They've blocked my way. They have made me even though I am a horse capable of quick movement and carrying other people, and I'm a noble horse, I'm a pure horse, I'm a good horse. I'm not tied up, but I'm not moving. I've blocked my own forward momentum because I'm afraid to end this chapter of my life. However, we've already been shown she's going to shoot it. It's going to end. It's time to release what doesn't serve. And remember, we're not going to hold on to the anger. Remember the anger? Let go of that anger inside of you. Recognize that there's a wall behind you, but the wall started to come down. You haven't even noticed it. You've been so focused on the anger and the revenge and how it wasn't fair and the pain that you didn't realize that the wall was breaking behind you and you could get out of there. The man said, you're not tied. I don't even have to tie him up. He's not even going anywhere. It's easy to shoot that horse. He's not moving. But you were going to take that hat off and you were going to, just like that great blue heron, let the divine masculine sun shine upon your golden crown and release everything that doesn't serve me so that I can say goodbye and recognize it served a purpose. It did. Even if the purpose was just to show me that I had the strength to handle this and move from it. Everything that happens serves a purpose. Sometimes we don't see it right now. But the peacock is about death, transformation, and rebirth. And the focus is that you are worthy. I'm looking at these little eyes on the feathers, and to me they resemble raindrops. Emotion. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. You will be provided for. Whatever it is that you need, you are infinitely supplied. The infinity symbol goes on and on. That's why it's about rebirth. I'm going to look to this. I'm backed by my love and my truth and my healing. I have healed to the point where I am able to stand and look and recognize I'm worthy. I deserve to have what it is that's in my highest good, and I'm capable of going after it because there's orange mixed in here too. Sacral chakra and solar plexus working together. Remember I said my solar plexus was spinning. You can take your power back. You are a white horse. You are the Grail Knight. You have one hurt foot, but your left foot is fine. And you've got backup. You can either choose to take your own paddle. Well, I'm thinking about the people moving across their emotional waters. You can choose to stand on your own and move forward, or you can choose to wear a saddle by that woman who's been controlling you and have a bridle put in your mouth and allow someone else to hop back on and ride on your back again. Or you can own your own power, just like that seagull that was floating on its emotional waters thinking, I am free. I am not tied here. I can move forward. It's my own fear or my laziness that's allowing me to procrastinate. Being so used to being in this environment that I don't recognize the peacock that I am. I don't realize that I am the phoenix rising. I don't realize that I have power. But now I do. I see it in front of me. These teardrops on my wings. I'm going to shake off the moisture, this emotion, and I am going to tell myself, I am worthy. I am powerful. I am the phoenix rising. When the vultures are circling and they're saying, you're down, you say, you watch me rise. I see the choices in front of me, and I take action appropriately. Yes, you damn well do. Whispers of nature or whispers of love? Whispers of love? Whispers of love. Okay? Whispers of love. You're going to get a clarifier by whisper. You know what? First, before we can go to that, Louise Hay has something to say to you from the I Can Do It. Louise Hay is an ascended master. She left the physical realm last year. She is the queen of positive transformation. And right then, there's the hummingbird. Hello, going right to the dreams. Okay? So you're going to have a message from the I Can Do It cards because for some reason, you got a little overwhelmed with the excitement. See, yep, you did, because look, the waters are kind of chopped up a little bit right now. Emotional waters. You're hiding. The osprey's gone in. Got a little bit. The emotion scared you. The excitement scared you. Shouldn't have. Shouldn't have. You're not looking at things from the right perspective. So the hummingbird showed up to say, you know what? you will accomplish what might feel impossible to yourself as well as others. You have the ability. You look like you shouldn't be able to fly. Got these little tiny wings and this big body, but you can not only fly, you can hover, you can go backwards, you can go up, down, sideways, you can turn on a dime. You can fly. While you're in that introspective place, I meditate on a regular basis and I reap benefits from this practice. So right now, while you're up in that tree, with all of the doves of peace and security, talking to you about the change, they're in there with you. They haven't left you. They're completely surrounding you. You're going to meditate on love. This is a passion flower. You deserve to have passion in your life in every aspect. You deserve to go passionately after what it is that your heart desires. You're capable and you're worthy of doing so. I close my eyes and I think positive thoughts and I breathe goodness in and out. That's why the 5 doves are in there. Take a breath. Pause. Relax. Breathe. It's good. Just breathe. Let's breathe in right now. Breathe in long, slow, deep breath. Hold it. What you've breathed in was goodness. You breathed in love. Hold it. I'm holding it still. Now slowly release it and breathe out any fear, worry, doubt, negativity. Breathe in the love. Deep breath of fresh air. Breathe out all the negative. Calm down. Relax. It's all good. It's peaceful. I close my eyes and I think positive thoughts and I breathe goodness in and out. Goodness in, badness out. Goodness in, badness out. Correct for neutrality on all levels. One more. I deserve to have a successful career and I accept it now. I deserve it. The perfect job is looking for me. And we are being brought together now. I've already shown you this. Spirit has already shown you this. Right now, you know what you're meant to do. You need to focus on love and healing and move forward on what you've been shown. Not with the opportunity that you've been offered right now. There's something better coming. The perfect job. It's looking for you and you are being brought together. Know this. Because you deserve it. You deserve to have a successful career. I accept it now. Okay? Relax. It might be the fear of moving forward, might be the money. Money is just energy. And energy is working on your behalf, says Spirit. So let's see what your clarifier is. He's still up in that tree. I'm curious to see if he stays there until we leave. Well, that was a very clear cut. Ah, beautiful. Have patience, see? You're worried about your work. Have patience. Love is patient and kind always. So you see this one in a lotus flower floating upon the emotional waters. There's all kinds of stars and emotional energy moving from the mountains. Wishing upon the stars. They're falling around you. This little one is reaching, touching the petals. The petals are the color of your solar plexus, self-worth. You're safe in that little lily flower. You're like, it's like you're up inside that palm tree right now. No one can see you. You're safe in there. So here you are. It's up around you like a shield behind you. The petals are very soft. It's about treating yourself with tenderness and love. It's about relaxing. It's okay. Everything is good. There's a shark down in this water. That's your fear. That's your shadow. That's your underneath worry. But look how far away it is from you. The shark is in the mountains. That's interesting. The shark is in the mountains. But look at this open water, and you're way over here. 1 and 7 is 8. You're infinitely supplied. Everything that you need is going to be brought to you. So relax. It's all good. So it's about working towards being patient with yourself, with whatever's going on. If you're impatient with other people, they're different than you. My twin, no doubt, gets impatient with me because he's very slow mover, he's very quiet, and I'm very high energy, right? We're different. Sometimes the fire boils to warm the water up. Sometimes the water cools the fire down. Everybody's different. Everybody has a purpose. If the impatience is about what's happening, the outcome about what you're waiting for, it's coming. Your prayers have already been answered. We've already seen it. So be a little bit more patient at this time. It's going to be okay. Right now, it's about focusing on self-care. It's about paying attention to your dreams. Touch that softness. What feels good to you right now? Do you need to wrap yourself up in something snuggly? Look what I'm wearing today. My snuggly wugs, right? And I've got Ganesh, in honor of Ganesh removing obstacles. I'm wearing soft, snuggly wug clothes. I'm comfortable. I'm cozy. I'm going to, when I edit this video, which is when I add, like, you know, little messages or whatever, put down the decks and the time stamping, I'm going to be reflecting on all of the exciting messages that we were given about what's coming. It's awesome. It's not right in front of me right now, but like we were shown with that one dreaming, we've seen it. I'm going to reflect on the fact that I have been connecting with my twin. I thought about that yesterday. I said, where are you, babe? Open up. I'm channeling you. I sent Reiki. Sometimes we don't connect energetically, and the question was asked, why is it that I don't dream with my twin all the time? Why is it that I don't feel that energy all the time? Because when that connection shows up, it's sending you an important message. If it was all the time, you wouldn't notice the message. You wouldn't notice the change, the movement. I told you I felt him when he would come into town. I would feel his energy when he came back around. And right then, we see 5 more doves. 5, significant change. See, it was a significant change. Something was occurring, and I needed to notice that, and so I felt it. Same with all of us, right? Why are some nights I can't remember my dreams, and why are other times my dreams are so... There's another 5. Huh. 5 is the big number right now. Change is happening. It is happening, whether we see it or not. Sometimes we don't see it. I don't remember my dreams last night. I woke up this morning and I said, I got nothing. And right when I say that, they circle back around. I got nothing. No, I got lots. And you may feel to yourself, I got nothing. I got nothing to offer. I got no job. I got no way out. I got no. Yeah, you do. Stop saying that. You're defeating your own purpose. Right now, it's about pausing. It's about relaxing. It's about allowing Spirit to bring it to you. It's about focusing on the fact that you deserve it. Right? And that change is occurring even when you don't see it. That's what the shark represents underneath the emotional waters. It's about going deep. There are things going on underneath this water that this one can't see. Doesn't mean there's not a whole life going on here. She's got her back to all the stars in the sky. She's not noticing all of these stars, all of the water flowing from all the different sources, endless supply flowing and filling this emotional water with perfection. Around and around we go. Everything is good. Everything is more than good. Everything is exactly as it is meant to be, in perfect order. All right, you guys, that's it. This isn't a really awesome reading. I apologize if the energy got high. I got very excited. I always get excited when I say my off spray. I'm going to take a walk around out here, see if there's anything else we need to look at. He's still up in that tree. I find that really cool, though, because normally he flies away, right? He isn't left. He's staying right here. And just because I can't see him doesn't mean he's not there. And that's the message with your loved one that spoke to you and said, I'm with you. Just because you can't see me doesn't mean I'm not here. It's just like our Father and Archangel Michael. Oh, just because you can't see me, guess what he did? He snuck out when I wasn't looking. I looked down for 5 seconds and he snuck out. And there he is. He's flying right there. Just because I can't see you doesn't mean you're not there. I know you guys can't see him. He's going quite far away. He snuck out when I wasn't looking. He's a sneaky little bugger, isn't he? He's busy. He's on the hunt. He's moving. He's moving towards the beach. Interesting. Great body of water, which is connection. I was supposed to get up and notice that. I looked away for seconds, and he moved forward. See? So just because you can't see something happening doesn't mean it's not happening. I was watching that tree. I only looked away for a second. Yeah, well, that's all it took. And you know what? He's been circling around up there, and you didn't even see him. He's been out there flying. You didn't think he was moving? You thought that horse was down? No. He's flying. He knows what he's doing. He knows the opportunity. He knows when to move. He's the osprey after all. Yeah, he dives down under emotional waters. But he comes back up successfully, safely. Ooh, wow, you guys. And as I say that, I don't know if you guys can see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. White. Looks like missing man formation. 5 flying in the front and 1 dropping behind. White planes. Do you see it? So 5, a significant change occurring, always for the better. The missing man formation, the 1 falling behind, the 6th. Stop focusing so much on the material world. Keep your thoughts elevated to spirit. Everything will be provided for. He's dropping out. He's literally fading away, the light you don't see. The 5 is the ones that are illuminated. That's amazing. What a visual. All right, you guys, with that, I'm going to let you go. I got to go eat my breakfast. That was really cool to see. Huh? What a fun reading. I love you. I love you, babe.